Welcome back to Enigmatic Echoez, the podcast where folklore, urban legends, and the unexplained refuse to stay buried. I'm your host, Jazz. Maybe skip the glass of water for this one. You'll see why. Today, we're in Jamaica talking about River Mumma, also called River Maid or Pond Mother, which sounds like a woman who asks if you've eaten before she drowns you. This isn't one story, it's two. Same woman, same river, two completely different ways to end up dead. Or rich. If you're an idiot with a rope and 12 oxen. And this isn't dusty campfire stuff. She's tied to a real place. The Rio Cobre River, at Bog Walk Gorge, home to an old, narrow crossing called Flat Bridge. People still drive over it today. People still talk about her today. So let's talk about the first story, the one about greed. Centuries back, legend says the Spanish lost or hid a table made of solid gold in the deepest, stillest part of the river, the kind of water that goes from clear to a heavy, light swallowing blue. River Mumma made her home there, guarding it. Here's the clever part. On the hottest days, right at noon, that table rises. Slowly, silently, hovering on the surface, gleaming, daring you. One account tells of a plantation foreman who saw it rise and chained it to 12 oxen. "Pull," he screamed, whipped cracking, and they pulled, muscle and mud and groaning chains. The table didn't budge toward shore. Instead, it pulled back. All 12 oxen, yokes, chains, dragged screaming into the dark, gone, never recovered. But my favorite version is smaller. A brother and sister, Bastien and Laura, walking home at noon. Their River Mumma on the rocks, combing her hair. "Run," Laura hissed. Too late. Bastien saw the table rising, gold catching the light. "Let's get the table," he breathed. "You know what happens to greedy people, Bastien," Laura begged, pulling at him. "I'm not greedy," he snapped, shrugging her off. "I know," she said quickly. "That's why we're leaving." The record trails off there. Different tellers finish it differently, but the moral survives every version. The table's a test, not a treasure. She doesn't need to grab you if your own greed does the grabbing for her. Story 1's about wanting something that isn't yours. Story 2's about a bridge nobody wanted to cross in the first place. Flat Bridge is real, narrow, old, cutting through Bog Walk Gorge. For years, it was the only way to move crops from Jamaica's north side to the southern ports. Everyone used it. Everyone still does. And locals will tell you it's claimed more cars than anyone officially counted. The detail that turns this into legend, River Mumma only shows herself when the river turns an unnatural lizard green. When the Rio Cobre goes green, that's when you don't want to be on that bridge. And here's what makes her stranger than most water spirits. In some tellings, she's the reason cars go over the edge, pulling driver and passengers down into the gorge. In other tellings, same green water, same bridge, same night. She's the one who saves people, keeping a sinking car afloat until help arrives. Same river, same woman, opposite outcome. Nobody's nailed down what decides which one you get. Some say it's about respect. Whether you've ever disrespected the river, some say it's random, which might be scarier because it means the rules aren't rules, they're just her mood. Older tradition says people don't just fear her, they honored her. Communities gathered at the riverbank, sang, danced in a practice called mayal, and left food. Less monster, more landlord you don't want angry at you. And the most quietly haunting detail, once a year, on a single night, she leaves the water to sit under the moon, combing her hair with a golden comb. Startle her, and she dives back under, leaving the comb behind. Find it, and you get rich. but she wants it back. She comes to you in a dream, not screaming, just present, directing you to treasure to trade for the comb. Like she's settling a debt, not a haunting, which might be the most Jamaican business transaction supernatural encounter out there. She doesn't curse you, she invoices you. So, there it is. 2 stories, 1 river, 1 extremely well-dressed mermaid with golden comb, and 0 patience for tourists who think chained oxen is a solid financial plan. If you've ever crossed Flatbridge and the water looks a little too green for a Tuesday, maybe skip the selfie. And if you spot a golden table hovering there at noon, like it's on lunch break, my advice, keep driving. Because both these stories agree on one thing. River Mumma isn't chasing anybody. She's just minding her river. It's always us who go looking for trouble, usually wearing it as a crown made of gold and bad decisions. Thanks for hanging out by the water with me today. Don't go swimming tonight. Now, before you go, if you enjoyed this one, hit that like button. It genuinely helps, and unlike River Mumma's golden table, it costs you nothing and won't drag your oxen into a river. Share it with somebody who still thinks mermaids are just a Disney thing, and subscribe so you won't miss the next legend, because trust me, there's always a next one. Follow me on Instagram too. I'll drop updates, behind the scenes stuff, and extra content there you won't find anywhere else. Thanks for joining. Good night.